And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose. Greetings and best wishes. Teams are both aggressive, attacking in transition.
Well, you've got to play to your strengths, right? But really, the league in general is looking for early offense. These teams, no different.
We've seen a number of games now since MP set his sights on leading the game in assists. His playmaking has been interesting to watch for sure.
MP has been attached to the mission, right? He's been on the lookout for making the right play most possessions. That repetition bodes well for accomplishing his goals as a passer.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. We've got Anthony Edwards. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Clark in at the small forward.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
And that one's good. MP.
Despite his youth, MP showing grown man strength.
Here is Edwards. Pass to DiVincenzo. Randle kicks to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 17. And it's Bryant with the rebound. On the wing, Reeves. Edwards defending. MP, no good. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They are coming into this having notched a win against the Knicks in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
And nothing feels better than a win where team defense is the main factor.
First team foul.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. MP passes to Vanderbilt. Just 5 to shoot, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Now Edwards. 23 points for him the last game against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, and how about his work on the defensive side, swatting away several shot attempts.
Three-pointer, Randle. Reeves with the rebound. Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Edwards with it. Averaging around 27.5 points a game. One of the best in the league. DiVincenzo hits the bucket.
Well, for someone who is mostly an off guard, Edwards puts up great assist numbers.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
And here's MP for 3.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Another miss for him, now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Back to Edwards. Fires the 3. Nailed. Edwards got 5.
Well, it doesn't matter where he is on the court. If Edwards likes a look, he's going to take it.
The drive by MP. Gobert pulls it in.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Edwards against Reeves. And the shot goes in. 7 points in the game.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Lakers trail by 6. And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Following the miss by MP, DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Let's see some of the numbers here for MP.
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
Well, MP was ready to shoot, so they got him the ball. It's that simple.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. Misses the three. The Lakers have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Vanderbilt's shot is good.
Good instincts from MP. That kind of passing wins the respect of your teammates.
Timberwolves leading by 3. And stolen by MP. Here's Reeves. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. I asked him how you take care of the Stifle Tower himself, Rudy Gobert. Coach said, I think you just try to pester him on defense and stay away from him on offense. If he's anywhere near our shooters, that means it's time to move the ball. So they'll have to play keep away when it comes to Gobert. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
And you gotta box out Gobert or he will make you pay on the offensive glass.
MP outside. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Yeah, those shots from him are certainly not helping their case.
Here's Randall. Rebound the Lakers. Just a tremendous run right now for him. 12 straight wins.
Well, you look at the discipline, the way these guys play under control, they just continue to fight, play their game, and enforce their own pace.
And here's Edwards. 7 points in the game. Randall outside. Pass to Edwards. Inside, DiVincenzo. Lays it up and banks it in. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
Down low, here's Cooper, and MP throws it down.
Oh, man, I'd love to see that. MP elevating.
And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Pass to Randall. The tray. Bangs home the trifecta.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Now, here's MP. You saw him go on a scoring rampage last game, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. And then for Minnesota, Terry's checked in for Clark. And Dillingham subbed in for Donte DiVincenzo.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
And it's Connect in the corner. Here in this stage of the season, Greg, what can struggling teams do to better themselves?
You mean besides make a big trade move? I mean, I think about lineups and schemes. You have to look at what you can control and really establish your identity.
And Minnesota has possession, trailing by 2. Pass to Randall. Here's Dillingham. Here's the teardrop. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Every year, it seems like Randall's playing with more awareness. That's why you can now run the offense.
Teams value the three so much nowadays. Let's check out the best at it. The Lakers, number 1.
The threat of deep shooting makes everything easier offensively. They've been incredibly accurate from long range.
Here's Cooper. And MP throws it down hard.
Talk about finishing with power. MP showing the rim no mercy there.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now here's Terry. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Edwards, the bounce pass. Here's Dillingham. Count that one.
Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass.
MP outside. Drops in the tray. Cooper's got 20 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. A pass to Bryant. It's stolen by Edwards. To the paint. Here's Dillingham. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Dillingham's got 6. Lakers leading by 3. Here's Bryant. Gobert with the block.
Well, just outstanding positioning and timing by Gobert. He tries to block as many shots as he can.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. No, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. And it's Cooper missing. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
Here's Dillingham. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. LA's gone 4 of 8 on their three-point attempts, doing a lot of work from way outside here in the first quarter.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
And the Timberwolves with possession here, following the 3 by the Lakers. Off target with his 3. Lakers shooting an impressive 60% early. To the inside. Here's Connect. Terry covering. From deep, Reeves. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Randall. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Knicks in New York.
Yeah, and he also put in major work on the board. Just an all-around dominant performance.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Reeves finds MP. Stolen by Terry. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Over in the corner, Edwards. Pass to Dillingham. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Fades back. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they wanted to take.
And Bryant throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
And that one drops. Dillingham's got 8 points.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Randall down low. He's against Williams. For 3, Edwards. Rebound by Williams. The Lakers in the lead. Connect with it. And Terry picks him up defensively. The Lakers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And they've had really good numbers all season.
J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. In the corner, it's MP. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Minnesota leading by 5.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
Ryan is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's MP in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Gillingham with it. Now defended by MP. And the foul called on MP. That's foul number 2 for him.
The 4th team foul.
That's to Gobert. It's Miller on the wing. Terry outside. Here is Edwards, guarded by Doncic.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against Cleveland was phenomenal. He contributed 61 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. A mind-blowing effort. One that's going to be hard to repeat, but it's hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
And sure, he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Pass to Dillingham. Back to Edwards. Fires from deep. Edwards cashing in from outside.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
And stolen by Dillingham. Now here's Gobert. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Terry. And he banks in the layup. Terry's got the lead up to 12 now for Minnesota. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Inside, Edwards finishes strong.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Reeves finds layup's good off the glass. And now it's up to 25 points for MP. Here is Edwards. 19 points in the game. It's tipped. Bryant with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. Now Dillingham, 12 points for him.
Yeah, full court, man-to-man defense here.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes here for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Connect in for Doncic. And then for Minnesota, Randall's checked in for Miller. Clark comes in for Terry. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Dillingham. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at the Lakers. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in that #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Minnesota Timberwolves, 9.5 games behind.
And I think for the Lakers, they've been taking no prisoners here in the early part of the season. It's been a very fast start and a lot of focus for this group.
Yeah, and it's to no one's surprise. This is a well-run, well-coached organization. They have a strong culture. They're going to be a tough out for anyone.
And it's the Lakers on the break. Vanderbilt against Randall. Vanderbilt kicks to MP. A three-pointer, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Well, it's so difficult to outsmart Edwards as a defender. He'll just come right into you.
And Edwards drops them both. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And it's Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. MP passes to Reeves. Back to MP. From the arc. Bring it up for MP. A three.
And what a huge performance for him. I mean, he drained 3 3-pointers in that first quarter, and he's got 2 more here in the second.
Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Shoots the three. The three-pointer is right on target. DiVincenzo's got 9.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Edwards passes to DiVincenzo. Here's Randall, and again it's Minnesota.
The assist goes to Dante DiVincenzo.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. A three from MP, and another three for the Lakers.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
DiVincenzo against MP. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. MP going in strong. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Cooper's got 35.
Look at how swiftly MP moves to the rim there.
A chance at a 2 for 1 if they want it.
If I'm them, I try it.
Randall outside. Puts up a 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Cooper's got 4 rebounds in this game. Randall grabs the board. Randall's got 4 rebounds in this game. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to DiVincenzo. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. He's got 14.
And after not making any threes in the first half, he now has 2 here in the second half. Let's see if he continue to add to that.
Reeves finds MP. MP responds with a 3 of his own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And the three-point shot has been big for them. We'll return shortly.
Hello, folks. Is this the halftime?
Yeah, taking a look at the Lakers. You know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're
And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Lakers.
What a job they did.
And that about wraps it up. And
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Julius Randle is out there with Clark, and it's Rudy Gobert. Then there's Anthony Edwards, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And there's Edwards on the assist by Gobert. Edwards got 23 points.
Well, we've seen this movie before. Edwards is rolling, and his energy right now is infectious.
And the officials have called the illegal screen right there. And here's what the schedule for the Lakers looks like. On Monday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, the San Antonio Spurs come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And for that game against the Warriors, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shoot night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team. All the officials are all over that one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
He's hit his free throws at a pretty good clip this year, 77%.
Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop. Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
And here's MP for 3. Randle grabs the board. Randle's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Reeves with it, now defended by Gobert. Over Reeves. They grab their own miss. DiVincenzo kicks to Randle. Edwards inside. Vanderbilt defending. Here's Gobert. And finally they hit one. Gobert's got 6 points.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Here's Cooper. It's Clark with the rebound.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Vanderbilt against Randle. Vanderbilt with the block. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. Edwards with it. Defended by Reeves. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, that's why you feed Gobert near the rim. He makes the most of those easy opportunities.
Now that we have the chance to show you the teams in the top of the NBA in steals this year. The Lakers second.
You can't get careless with the basketball against this group. I mean, they'll pick your pocket, and no surprise to see them in the upper echelon as far as steals.
MV finds Vanderbilt. Connect with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Just 4 to shoot. Los Angeles with another miss.
Well, he had a great first half from three-point range, but hasn't quite gotten his touchback since the break.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Julius Randle.
We've seen him regress as a rebounder these past few seasons. His numbers have come down in that department, and I'd like to see him concentrate on bringing them back up. I'm sure the team would as well. You can never have enough rebounding. You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trailing.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
The three from MP. Buries the long-range jumper. MP's got 41.
And he was hot from three to start this game. That's his first since halftime.
DiVincenzo can't hit it. Lakers trail by 10. To the middle. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. The Timberwolves have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Back to DiVincenzo. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And Bryant kicks to MP. His three-pointer's off the mark. Timberwolves leading by 10. And stolen by MP. And MP throws it down hard.
Well, even though he hasn't been in the league a long time, MP knows exactly where to get his points.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's DiVincenzo. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Down low, here's Cooper. MP going right to the rim.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Minnesota.
Well, they've been owning the painted area offensively. I love the intensity they're playing with down there.
And another stat that they've excelled at is points off assists. They're moving the ball around and creating great looks for one another.
DiVincenzo against MP. Outside for Randall. No good on the three.
Well, he is desperately trying to get something going, but this has not been his night. They need to consider making an adjustment.
MP finds Bryant. Shot clock at 6. From 17 feet out, and it's Cooper missing.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Well, he had 6 points from beyond the arc in the first half, but yet to get it going here in the second.
Here's Vanderbilt. Hits the three-point bomb. Vanderbilt's got 10.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Here's Edwards. Shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Where doesn't Edwards score from? Even in the mid-range, he makes shots.
Reeves the pass to Cooper. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Randall outside. Back to Edwards. And it's off from three-point range.
After draining 3 triples in the first half, he doesn't have any in the second half. I know he's disappointed, but he needs to remain aggressive.
Reeves the pass to Cooper. No good. That would have tied it. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. Looking ahead, they've got the Jazz coming into town for the next game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And Greg, you talk about toughness, a compete factor.
Substitution on court.
So it's Minnesota now. here in the fourth quarter. Their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
We've got Sharp. Luka Doncic out there with MP. Then it's Williams. And it's Caruso in at the 3 slot. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Cooper into the lane. And again.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Nice pass by MP, showing how unselfish he can be.
Here's Payton. Here's Dillingham. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Dillingham's got 19 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And the basket by MP.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
And the foul called on MP. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Los Angeles making a switch here. Wade's checked in. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Outside, Payton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And he makes the first.
Second team foul. Shooting for Minnesota, Elfrid Payton.
And both free throws good for Payton. Lakers trail by 19. Pass to Doncic. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got his 9th assist in the game now. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Back to Payton. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Payton's got 8 points in the quarter. Lakers have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. MP right side. Minnesota with the rebound.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
To the inside, here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
The 3 for Doncic. Miller grabs the miss. Minnesota leading by 21. Here's Dillingham. And the layup is good. Dillingham's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Driving the lane, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Dillingham's got 23.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
Yeah, and to do it on the road, it shows how well prepared this team was coming into this contest. Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And the foul called on MP.